Hi, I'm Jack Canfield, author of The Success Principles and co-author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. And I'm here today at the Author Success Retreat that I do with Steve Harrison. And I want to introduce you to one of our attendees, Dean Rudoy. Now, Dr. Dean Rudoy is a clinical psychologist who has written a wonderful book of stories called Emissaries. I just have to start by saying I love this book. So, Dean, let's talk about your book. It's a memoir kind of composed of 60 short stories about what you've learned in your first 75 years. And I'm curious, when you were writing it, did you have any particular themes from your life that you were wanting to bring forward for your readers?
I really didn't. I simply let the bucket down into the well of memory and pulled it up. It
Hmm.
really wasn't until after I wrote the book that I discovered that there were some underlying themes that connected the 60 stories together. The major theme is that there seems to be in life a matrix of meaning that connects everything together, all the phenomena of life, a pattern that extends across space and time. There were some other themes that arose: the sacredness of children, the consoling power of nature and its rhythms, the recurring appearance of helpful emissaries and healing epiphanies, the rather astonishing appearance of coincidences throughout life, and the forks in the road that I have arrived at and made decisions about which way to go, pushed by memory and pulled by anticipation. If there's one important lesson that underlies all of this, I can say it in 4 words: give what you need. If I'm in need of attention, affection, admiration, acceptance, I have found that if I give these things, I receive them. Um, I'm hoping that these stories, which are deeply personal, will also have some universal resonance with the readers. Uh, I like to think of Emissaries as a quiet book for chaotic times. It was written with an abiding hope in the promise of this hard, sweet life.
Very true. Well, I want you to know I love your book. It's the closest thing to a chicken soup for the soul book I've ever seen. But what's wonderful about it is there's added wisdom and reflection and insight that you draw out from each of the stories of your life. And even though it's memoirish in a way, it's also kind of a great teaching book. I think about what's important in life and how to, because there's a lot of stories in there about love and kindness and service and giving and all the things you just talked about. Give what you need. And I think that your book is something that I encourage everyone to read. I don't always say that about books, but I'm going to buy some and give them as gifts for the coming holidays. So you know that. So anyway, thanks for joining me, Dean. I really appreciate it. And those of you who are watching, here's where you can get more information about Dean, his book, and his work.